The Two Craftsmen, a story about patience, haste, and true success. Once upon a time in the bustling town of Riverside, there lived two childhood friends named Adrian and Samuel. They had grown up together, played together, and dreamed together of one day owning their own businesses. One warm summer evening, as they sat on the bridge watching boats pass by, Adrian said excitedly, "Samuel, we've worked for others long enough. Let's start our own furniture workshop. We both know the craft. We both have some savings. Why wait any longer?" Samuel's eyes lit up with the same fire. "Yes, I've been thinking the same thing. Let's do it, brother. Let's build something of our own." They shook hands firmly, their hearts full of hope and ambition. Each of them had saved enough money to rent a small workshop, buy tools, and purchase wood. Their journey as business owners was about to begin. The very next morning, both friends found empty workshops on the same street, just 3 doors apart from each other. Adrian immediately hung a large painted sign above his door. Adrian's Fine Furniture Grand Opening. He bought the cheapest tools he could find to save money for advertising. He printed colorful flyers and hired a boy to distribute them all over town. "Speed is everything in business," Adrian declared confidently. "The first one to open gets the customers. The first one to sell gets the profit. I need to move fast, make money quickly, and grow before anyone else does." He worked frantically, cutting corners wherever possible. He used thin wood to save costs. He rushed through joints and finishes. Within 2 weeks, his shop was filled with chairs, tables, and cabinets, all completed hastily but polished to shine. Samuel, meanwhile, took a different path. He spent the first week just observing. He visited other furniture makers, asked questions, and studied their techniques. He tested different types of wood, learning which ones lasted longest and worked best. "Adrian, why don't you slow down?" Samuel suggested one afternoon. "Let's learn the business properly first. Let's create quality pieces that will build our reputation." Adrian laughed dismissively. "Brother, while you're still learning, I'll already be rich. Customers don't care about perfection. They care about price and availability. Watch and see. My shop will be famous while yours is still empty." Samuel smiled patiently and returned to his workshop. He carefully selected quality wood, even though it cost more. He measured twice, cut once. He tested each joint for strength. He applied finish coats carefully, waiting for each layer to dry completely before adding the next. His first piece, a simple dining chair, took him an entire week to complete. But when he finished, it was perfect, strong, beautiful, and built to last a lifetime. Within a month, Adrian's shop was busy with customers. His low prices and fast delivery attracted many buyers. He smiled broadly, counting coins each evening. "See, Samuel," he boasted, "I told you speed wins. I've sold 20 pieces this month. How many have you sold?" Samuel had completed only 5 pieces, selling 3 of them. "I've sold fewer," he admitted honestly, "but my customers seem very satisfied. One already came back to order a matching table." Adrian waved his hand dismissively. "One customer ordering twice is nothing compared to 20 new customers. You're too slow, my friend. At this rate, you'll never succeed." But as weeks turned into months, something began to change. Customers who had bought Adrian's furniture started returning, but not with compliments. A chair leg broke. A table wobbled and collapsed. Cabinet doors fell off their hinges. The thin wood had warped and split. "This is garbage," one angry customer shouted. "You sold me cheap rubbish disguised as furniture. I want my money back." Adrian made excuses and offered small discounts, but word spread quickly through the town. "Don't buy from Adrian," people whispered at the market. "His furniture falls apart within weeks." Meanwhile, Samuel's 3 customers told their friends and families about the beautiful, sturdy chair and table they had bought. "Every joint is perfect," they said. "The wood is solid and real. This furniture will last for our grandchildren." Slowly, steadily, customers began coming to Samuel's workshop, not in large crowds, but one by one. each one serious and willing to wait for quality. 6 months passed. Adrian's workshop, once busy and loud, now stood quiet. His reputation was ruined. Broken furniture filled a corner of his shop, returned by unsatisfied customers. He had spent all his savings on advertising and cheap materials, but now no one wanted to buy from him. He sat alone one evening, his head in his hands, surrounded by unsold furniture that no one trusted. Samuel's workshop, though still small, hummed with quiet productivity. He had hired one apprentice to help him. Orders came in steadily, each one a referral from a satisfied customer. His furniture graced the homes of the town's wealthiest families, who valued quality over speed. One evening, Adrian walked slowly to Samuel's workshop. His pride was gone, replaced by humble desperation. "Samuel," he said quietly, "I was wrong. I chased quick money and lost everything. My furniture breaks, my reputation is destroyed, and my savings are gone. You were right to be patient. You were wise to value quality over speed." Samuel set down his tools and looked at his old friend with compassion, not judgment. "Adrian, business is not a race to see who opens first or sells most quickly. It is a marathon of building trust, one customer at a time, one quality piece at a time." "I thought patience was weakness," Adrian confessed. "I thought waiting was wasting time." "No, brother," Samuel replied gently. "Patience is not about doing nothing. Patience is about doing things right, even when it takes longer. Speed without quality is just rushing toward failure, but patience with purpose builds something that lasts." Adrian asked humbly, "Is it too late for me? Can I start again?" Samuel smiled warmly. "It's never too late to choose a better path. If you're willing to learn, I'll teach you what I know. We can work together, but you must promise to value the work itself, not just the money it brings." Adrian nodded, tears of gratitude in his eyes. "I promise. Teach me patience. Teach me quality. I want to build things that matter, not just things that sell." From that day forward, Adrian became Samuel's apprentice, learning slowly what he had tried to skip before. He learned to select good wood, to measure carefully, to test each joint, to apply finish with care. It took him a full year to rebuild his reputation. He worked without pay in Samuel's workshop, learning humility along with craftsmanship. Slowly, people began to trust him again, not because of his advertising, but because of his transformed work. Years later, both friends ran successful workshops side by side on the same street. They often worked together on large orders, combining their skills and sharing their customers. And visitors to Riverside would hear the story of the two craftsmen, one who rushed and failed, and one who waited and succeeded, and how patience proved stronger than haste. So remember, dear friends, this timeless truth. In business, in learning, in building anything of value, patience is not your enemy. Patience is your foundation. The world will tell you to hurry, to cut corners, to chase quick results. But quality cannot be rushed. Trust cannot be bought. Reputation cannot be faked. Do the work properly, even if it takes longer. Build with care, even if others seem to succeed faster. Serve with excellence, even if few notice at first. Because in the end, what is built quickly often crumbles quickly, but what is built with patience stands the test of time. Speed may win the day, but patience wins the lifetime. This is the path to true and lasting success.